680's Richard Southern joins us. Happy Monday, Richard.
Happy Monday, Francis. How was your weekend? How were the D'Souza's this
Not
weekend?
Not bad. We were, out and about as we always are. But
it was nice weather.
All good. How about yourself?
Yeah, very good. Lovely. Love the weather. And here we are back at it again.
I know. Talking about housing sales, because they continue to tumble in May, but prices are recovering. The outcome, though, of this week's election could be the big wild card when it comes to actually what's going to happen to sales prices going forward.
It could, and I suspect, Francis, some sellers might be on the sidelines as they await the outcome of Thursday's election. So the new numbers in today showed home sales down 22% in May on a year-over-year basis. The average selling price down 6.6% year-on-year to just over $805,000. But prices higher on a month-over-month basis, up 1.1% from April. And that's what we've seen the past few months. The year-on-years don't look good. The month-on-months do. We are starting to see a recovery in the market. Condos are still hot. The average selling price above $562,000 for a condo. Yes, would a PC government under Doug Ford scrap some of the foreign ownership taxes that Kathleen Wynne put in place? That's what we're not sure of, Francis. It's possible he would. So a Doug Ford government could spark a bit of a housing recovery. We'll have to see. A lot of people, like I say, waiting on the sidelines right now.
Well, Canadian egg farmers are a happy bunch these days. So egg sales are really sizzling. Are they sunny side up, Richard? Is that?
Very good, Francis. Yes, that was a very excellent throw to me, I have to say. Over the past 12 months, egg sales up 6.6% in Canada. And this is driven by all-day breakfast, which we're seeing everywhere now, including at McDonald's. McDonald's says its consumption of eggs has jumped 25% over the past year. So McDonald's accounting for 35 million additional eggs being purchased from Canadian egg farmers. 700 million breakfast sandwiches were sold in Canada last year. And, doctors, they're telling everyone now that eggs aren't as bad as they were thought to be. There used to be some concern about cholesterol, but no longer. So egg sales, they are indeed surging. Farmers like it.
You cracked that story wide open. Thank you, Richard. So food delivery is exploding in popularity. Uber Eats is leading the way. The company has just revealed some sales numbers.
Yeah, and they're big. The CEO of Uber says that Uber Eats is on pace to be the largest food delivery business in the world outside of China. He says it's done $6 billion worth of business since its inception. It's growing at a 200% clip. We know Toronto is one of the bigger markets in the world for Uber Eats. The CEO said the big challenge is getting food delivered in under 35 minutes. Of course, we know that's a particular challenge here in Toronto with the traffic and the parking the way it is. But on a whole, Francis, Canadians really embracing food delivery. It's up 30% from last year. We're more comfortable with getting food delivered to our doorstep, and Uber Eats is benefiting.
Next story is Apple, but not the fruit, the company. The big developer conference is getting underway, and as strange as it may sound, one of the big announcements this year is actually trying to get people to break their iPhone addiction.
Yeah, why would a company want you to use their flagship product less? But Apple is responding to a lot of concerns about iPhone addiction, so they're rolling out some new initiatives to help you break your addiction. Things like do not disturb before bedtime. So this new feature, Francis, will prevent you from seeing any notifications until the next morning. So if you pick your phone up in the middle of the night, you'll just see the time. There'll be no emails to stress you out. There's a new feature called Screen Time. It'll provide a detailed summary of how long you use your phone and what you're doing when you're on your phone to maybe give you a bit
parents.
yeah, absolutely, but it'll give you a bit of a wake-up call too. And you can also set individual limits for apps. So if you're on the Instagram app, it might say, hey, you only got 5 minutes left today. Try and help you keep track of what you're doing. Another new feature they rolled out in their iOS 12, Francis, group FaceTime. You can have up to 35 people in on one FaceTime. That'll be big for meetings. I think it'd work.
I don't know if I have 35 friends. That's the problem. So.
It's true. It's true. FaceTime. I don't know if I like this whole FaceTime business now.
Yeah,
you have to make sure you look. You make sure you have to look okay now to take a phone call.
You do. No
Make sure your hair's right and everything.
They should add filters to FaceTime, and then we'll all look great and beautiful.
Apple stock, by the way, record high today for Apple stock today.
Good to know. So food waste is very costly, both to our pocketbooks and to the environment, but there's a new high-tech solution for keeping track of what we actually have in the fridge.
Yeah, so who hasn't rooted around the fridge to find an item item that is way past its best before date, Francis. Well, no more. This new Tupperware, internet-connected Tupperware, called OV Smartware. It reminds you of what's lurking in your refrigerator. It keeps track of everything that's tagged. It'll send reminders to your phone when food is about to go off. It'll also provide tips on how you should eat it. It'll even connect to grocery apps to order missing ingredients. Could save a lot of money because we throw away a ton of food. Not good. This is going to retail for $100, Francis. No more moldy salad in the fridge.
You had me up until the price. $100 for a food container. One.
Yeah, but you might be throw away a lot of food. It could save a lot of money over the long run. Plus, then now your salad can get hacked when it's in the fridge.
My parents tell me best just get the margarine container, And a lot of you out there, you know what I'm talking about. You get the margarine container, put your leftovers in there, you're done.
Or just don't leave any leftovers like I do. Just eat it all.
Or that too, yeah. All right, thank you, Richard.